Hey, you guys, how do you like the new overlays I made for my StreamYard? I wonder what they would look like if I had someone else here on a panel. Well, anyways, I made these with Filmora, some of the overlay frames that they have, and they're transparent in the center. I got I got a bunch of different kinds I uploaded. Let me show you what else I have. And if you're interested in any of these, I can make them for you. So I got this one, this one. I used this one last video I did. I like that one. I like all the glittery stuff. And this one, that, that. I mean, it's light and subtle. You know, it's not overbearing. And that. So I think I'm going to use this one. I like that. I think it's more appropriate for wire wrapping. So I just wanted to show you guys that. And I'm going to turn my cam on. I already took the resin that we made last time. I already took those out of the cavities. And let me try and get a close up. Now these overlays also show when you're using your cam. You see, let me see what the other ones will look like. See, so they still show. So yeah, I like them. We'll try them for a while. So I took these out of the cavities. Remember last time I made the, this is black pearl mica. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a good shot of it. Let me just turn on my light. I always trouble with lighting, but I want you to see the detail. Last time I said that this mica reminds me of satin sheets, but this is how it turned out. And I think that's really pretty. And then the purple I did a couple different ways. This is the one that I swirled. This is my first swirl. And then this one turned out not too bad. Kind of looks like a little galaxy in there. And then this one I did not swirl. You can see there. You can see the sides. This is the back. Sorry about the light. You can see there's like little things growing in there. And this is made with the mica powder. And I've made this technique in the past. And I used pigments. I didn't use mica powder. And I think the mica powder gives it more depth. So that's what it looks like. They look like little growy things in there. See how this happens when you pour your resin, and you drop your color in there, and then you go on top of the color with titanium white, because titanium white is a heavier consistency and it wants to fall down and drip inside. And by the time it works its way through the color, now the mica is heavy, but it stayed floating, which I was really happy about. So that's how we made these. So I thought I'd show them, and I'm going to wrap them because I practice on resin, but today I'm going to use a stone. And this stone I'm not real excited about. I'll show you. It's just not real pretty. And I think I lost it. Okay, where'd it go? You know, that spirit that I have around here is always moving things around on me. So today I'm going to use 18 gauge dead soft, and I'm going to use a contrasting color. This is tarnished. Wait a minute. Tarnish resistant. This is antique copper, and it has a coating on it. I don't really like the wires with the coating, but I'm going to try it today. And this is the stone. I've got paint under my fingernails, so don't mind me, you know, hey, it's a work day. I work with art all day. But there's I'm not sure what it is. I'm just not sure. I'll have to find out before I sell it, though. And this stone does have a hole in it. It goes right across the top. And I'm not going to be using those holes, so I'm just going to cover them up. So first of all, what I'm going to do is start with 5 pieces of 18 gauge dead soft. And these are 10 inches long. And I wonder if you're going to be able to see what I'm doing. I'll try it. We will try it. So what I'm going to do is put a piece of tape over the edge of this so it helps hold these in place while I'm working with them. So I just take masking tape, put them on there. And the tools I'm going to be using, this nylon jaw to straighten out the wires when they get kinked, a nippers, this tool, needle nose. It's a flat nose inside there. There's no grips. Otherwise it would scratch your piece. And probably use these flat nose. These two are about my favorite tools. All right, then I'm going to take a piece. I'm just going to work right off the spool. I'm not even going to cut a piece off. And what I usually do is just run my jaw nose or my nylon jaw down the wire a few times to straighten out any kinks. And I'm going to start by wrapping around one wire a couple of times just to secure it on there. Sometimes I bend my wires out a little bit to keep them out of my way. I have a tail here that I'm hanging on to right here. I hope you can see okay. Just going to wrap that around 3 times. And it keeps slipping out. My tail is not very long and it keeps slipping off. Now I'm going to take the next wire. So I have 2 of them here, right there. Get these 3 out of the way. And now I'm going to wrap over these 2 wires. Excuse me, I have to get a drink. That's better. Sorry, I've just been talking all day and I'm parched. So, this is what I've got so far. I don't know how close I can get. Now I am going to, let me see, how many times did I wrap around? 2. Or is that 3? It's hard to see. Okay, I wrapped around 3 times. Now what I'm going to do is bring a 3rd wire down and just wrap around these 2 3 times. And now I'm going to bring the 4th wire down to the middle. And wrap around these 3 times. Then I'm just going to wrap around these top 2 3 times. And this is what I got. Now I'm going to come back down, kind of like the same way I went up. I want to keep those wires together. Okay, so now I'm going to come back down and I'm going to take these 2 wires. and wrap around 3 times. All right, now I'm going to put this wire up out of my way and come down around these 2 wires. And I'm going to bring a wire back up and wrap around. Did I go around there 3 times? No, I don't think I did. What an instructor I am. I should really count them because sometimes you can make that mistake that I just did. It's easier when you wrap it twice, but this is such thin wire. This is 26 gauge. And it's so thin. But the 24 gauge is a little hard to work with. And especially when you're dealing with 4 wires like this, it's better to use a thinner, I think. So I'm going to wrap around 3 times. You know, it's kind of like cross-stitching, knitting, crocheting. You've got to count your loops and your holes and stuff like that. It's the same with wiring. And that's what I got. So I'm just going to push this down a little bit because there's some space in there. You can see why I destroyed my fingernails. Okay, now I'm going to go back up. And I'm going to keep, going back and forth until I have a nice zigzag pattern. And what I'm going to do is the length that I'm going to go for with this pattern is from the top to the bottom on one side. And then I'm going to switch off and do a different wire wrap for the other side. So got to get that bottom one out. And we're going to go over to three times. Then we're going to take the next one out, get it out of our way, and we're going to go wrap around these 2. Three times. And I've got an awful kink in my wire. I'm going to have to work that out. And we're going to bring this one down and wrap around these 2. 3 times. These wires want to go wonky on me. Okay, I have to get that that knot out of the wire because it's interfering with me now. All right. I've got a kink. I just heard my husband ask the dog, "What are you doing?" I wonder what she's doing. All right. I'm going to take a break for a second and actually go see what the dog is doing. I don't want to miss it. Sorry about that, but I'll be right back. Oh, I almost forgot I was live. Oh my goodness. I was taking pictures of the dog and I forgot I was live. She is so spoiled. Well, am I a nice host, eh? Okay. I'll post those pictures after a while. Anyways, now I have to figure out where I left off. Isn't that something? I almost forgot I was live. Just walk away. Okay, so I have to go around this bottom 3 times. Okay. This is the first time I ever done that. Just walk away when I'm live and forget I'm live. Okay, now I'm going to wrap over these. So I should name these 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now I'm going to take wire 1 and 2 and just kind of two and 3 are what I'm going to wrap over. All right, 1, 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And you want to keep the same amount of tension on your wire. Now I'm going to take and get wire 2 out of the way and wrap around 3 and 4. Just kind of pull them out, get them together here. One. It's hard when they're all kind of wonky like that. I always bend them out of the way. 2. 3. Kind of push them down a little. And now I'm going to take 4 and 5, bend them this way, and take 3 and bend it down a little bit. And I'm going to wrap around 4 and 5 3 times. 1. And these two want to cross. Yeah, I'm live. Oh, thank you. All right. 2. 3. And then now I'm going to start coming back down. You can see my pattern here. I like the different contrast in the coppers. Okay. So now we're going to get 5 out of the way, and we're going to bring 4 down and wrap over 4 and 3, or 3 and 4, however you want to say it, 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to bring wire number 4 and put it up and wrap around wire 2 and 3. 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to bring wire 3 and put it out of the way and wrap around wire 1 and 2. 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now I'm going to go back up, and I'm going to take wire 2 and 3 and wrap around them 3 times. Let me see here. 1, 2, 3. Wire wrapping is good if you have OCD or obsessive compulsive because of the counting, I guess. So now I'm going to get wire 1 and 2 out of the way here. I'm going to just bend it down and go up around 3 and 4. These 2. 3 times. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to take my pliers here and kind of slide these together. I'm in that area of this wrapping wire where I had that kink. And then up here is another place. So hopefully by the time I get down here to this area of the wire, I should have enough braided for what I want to do. I'm only going to go one side of this stone. So now I'm going to get wire 3 out of the way and come up around 4 and 5. 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to get wire number 5 kind of out of the way and bring in 3 and 4. And I want these to kind of stick together on the ends. It makes my wrapping easier instead of them being real far apart. See if they'll just kind of stay together here. Okay. One, 2, 3. Now I'm going to bring wire 4 up and wrap around 2 and 3. 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to bring wire 3 up and wrap around 1 and 2. 3 times. I have a kink in my wire and I'm going to try and work it out right now. There. As soon as that happens, you need to fix it. Otherwise it kind of messes with your wire wrapping. All right, where was I? Okay, 1, 2, 3. And I'm just going to push that down. So this is what I got so far. All right. I'm glad no one's coming in chat right now because I would be so distracted. So now I'm going to get wire 1 out of the way and wrap around wire 2 and 3. One, 2, 3. All right. Wait a minute. There's a big loop in the back. I need to unwrap 1 and pull that a little bit tighter. There, it's gone. So you got to watch the back at the same time. So I need to make another wraparound to make 3. 3. I just had to fiddle with it for a minute. Now I'm going to take wire 2 and pull it out of my way and wrap around wire 3 and 4. 3 times. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to get wire 3 out of the way and wrap around 4 and 5 3 times. 1, 2, 3. I got a little ways to go yet. probably one pass down, one more up, and one down, and then I can switch to a different weave. So I'm up here on wire 5 and 4, so I'm going to start coming back down. I'm going to get wire 5 out of the way, and I'm going to start wrapping around 3 and 4. Three times. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then I'm going to get wire 4 up out of the way and wrap around wire 2 and 3. 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to take wire 3, bring it up out of the way, and come down and wrap around wire 1 and 2. 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to start going back up. Bring wire 1 out of the way and wrap around wire 2 and 3. 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to get wire 2 out of the way and wrap around 3 and 4. 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then we get wire 3 out of the way and wrap around 4 and 5. 3 times. 1, 2, 3. All right, now I'm going to come back down. So I'm going to get wire 4 and 5 here. Wrap around them. Wait a minute. Wire 3 and 4. Get wire 5 out of the way. One, 2, 3. Now I'm going to take wire 4, get it out of the way, and start wrapping around 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to get wire 3 up out of the way and wrap around 1 and 2. 3 times. 1. Did I just hit the camera? 2 and 3. All right. So I'm only going to wrap around half of this stone. I can actually bend this around the top now. I'm just going to just kind of slowly bend this around, kind of take my time. I think I might tape it on this side just to hold it down and make my life easier. First, let's see if I've got the length. I think I'm going to have to wrap a little bit more. I think I'm going to have to go up, make one more V, one more full V, and then I can switch to a different braid or weaving style. So let me make it one more V. All right, so now once you put this down and start back up, it's very hard to lose where you were. So I'm going to get wire 1 out of the way, and I'm going to be wrapping over wire 2 and 3. But sometimes you really have to give your hands a break because it's really hard on your hands. So I'm going to wrap over 2 and 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to get wire 2 down out of the way. And we're going to wrap around 3 and 4 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to get wire 3 down out of the way and wrap around 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3. All right. Now I'm going to take wire 5. I'm just going to bend it out of the way a little bit. And I'm going to start wrapping over wire 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to get wire 4 up out of the way and wrap over 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, then I'm going to get 3 up out of the way and wrap over 1 and 2. 1, These want to twist. 2, 3. Okay. Now let's see if we reach our destination. Yeah, I'm going to tape this down. I tape up everything. I like tape. All right. All right. I got my sticky little helper there. Now I'm going to bend this down. Let me just see. Okay, it starts there. All right, now I'm going to bend this down kind of slowly and just kind of form it around this stone. And bend it. You need sort of a frame in the front and back. Just going to bend it around there. It's a little slippery. Make sure it's pressed tight against your stone if you can. And it wants to slip off. Oh, I have a ways to go yet. See where I am? No, I have a ways to go. I think one more V. Too bad I couldn't spread these apart and make it. That'd be cheating. So I have to make one more V in here. So I'm going to bring it up and wrap around 1 and 2. Let's see. Okay. 1. Oops, wrong way. All right. I have to wrap over 2 and 3. That one out of the way. These out of the way. 1. I'm gonna have to take it off. 1, 2, have to watch the time. 3. And I'm going to bring 2 down and wrap over 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to bring 3 down and come up and wrap over 4 and 5. 1, 2. There is kind of a front to back, front and back to this, but basically the side that I'm looking at is the front for me. So now I'm going to come back down and we're going to take 5 and get that out of the way and wrap around 3 and 4. 3 times. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to take 4 and put it out of the way and wrap around 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to bring 3 up out of the way and wrap around 1 and 2. 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm going to fidget with it a little bit. All right, now I'm going to fit this back on. All right. I'm going to bend this down around the stone. It wants to slide off. I'm going to go right there. I guess I'm going to tape it on as I go along. Another piece of tape. I tape everything. I'm not kidding, I do. All right. Tape that down until I've got this bent around here, and I'll show you what I'm doing next. Okay, what I'm going to do is take 2 wires and bend them around the back here, just to kind of get them out of the way. And next, I'm going to put more tape on this stone because I'm going to leave it there while I weave the other side. Before I start weaving this other side, I'm just going to weave these 3 wires and come up this side. But before that, I'm going to just do some hand exercises because it's what I have to do to keep from injury. Repetitive strain on my fingers. So I'm real susceptible to repetitive strain injury. All right, I've got this taped down pretty good. It's not going nowhere. Then when I come back, I'm going to work with these 3, and I'm going to weave these and come up the other side of the stone and then make a bail. I've been at this video for an hour, so I'm going to end this stream and start a new stream as soon as I exercise my hands a little bit. Give them a break. See you in the next video.